Hello again, this is Kung Fu Manda, and welcome back to some more Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, relaxing gameplay. We just finished a side quest in the Imperial City, and I think what I would like to do next is branch out to the other cities. So, I'm going to go to Bruma and see if there's any interesting side quests we can do there.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
Hello.
I can see you are a kind soul, gentle lady.
Yeah, sure, have a coin.
Thank you, kind lady.
His voice just changes. Reynold Dralis.
Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Raynil slew him. Kinda strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire.
Interesting.
He seemed to be such an likable fellow.
Okay, so we're gonna start on this quest,
Blessings
I think.
of Mystara upon ye.
Don't know who Mystara is, but okay. Discovered. So make that our active quest, and it looks like it's already telling us where to go. I'm guessing we're gonna show up at Braden's house. Braden Lyrian's house, yep.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Reynold Dralis, will be allowed access.
Okay, Reynold Dralis.
The culprit in this crime has already been dealt with. It's just a matter of wrapping up the details. I'd tell you more, but frankly, I don't know who you are, so I'm not sure that I can trust you with that sort of information.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to do a little bit of persuasion.
You're going to have to...
No, we're gonna persuade you.
I'm listening.
Let's see. So he likes boasting and admiration.
Goodness. That's remarkable. Is that so? Get away from me. You can... You're... Really now? What a... You're... That's just talk. You're remarkable. Oh, please. Goodness. What? Really
Whoops,
now?
I did that wrong.
You... Get away. Well, you're wasting your breath. You're... Is that so? I will... No. All right, I get it. I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Reynold Dralis, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Raynil arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you, so you can see we really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer.
Interesting. I call BS on this. There's something very suspicious about this.
As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense.
Reynold Dralis.
I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living.
Okay, no anything else to say there.
Feel free to question anyone in town. They shouldn't give you too much trouble.
I can't believe this is happening. Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me.
Please calm down. I want to help.
Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast.
Tell me what happened.
I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open, and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainiel Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter, and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Rainiel, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Rainiel convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire.
The evidence looks bad for Braden.
Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous.
Good point.
And another thing. The guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Rainiel character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name.
Rainiel Draelus.
I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar.
Okay, interesting.
I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
Okay, let's quick save.
So, any new revelations in your, investigation?
Rainiel Draelus.
I'll warn you about one thing. I understand you wanting to help Erlene by checking up on Rainiel. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Rainiel is what he says he is. So I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I am only allowing you to do this investigation, and I use that term very loosely, because Erlene is so distraught.
Braden Lyrian.
I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Rainiel has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Rainiel is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either.
So, what else am I supposed to
Keep
do?
up the good work, I suppose.
What does my journal say? Okay. Merchants and innkeepers. Merchants and innkeepers. I need to ask. Merchants and innkeepers.
How do you do?
Hello. There's an inn here. Hello.
Greetings, Nor.
Welcome to Bruma, stranger. Hafid Hollowleg. I'm your host.
Okay, very interesting. Tell me about Rainiel Draelus.
Ah, you mean that vampire hunter. He's staying over at Olav's Tap and Tack. It's near the city gates. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Bye.
How are you?
Tap and Tack. So that's the little inn here at the front.
Well met.
Look at
Hello,
the
Olav.
wrinkles on you.
I heard the gauntlets of the... What can I do for you today?
Tell me about Rainiel Draelus.
I usually don't give out that kind of information, especially to people I don't know.
Okay, I gotta do some persuasion.
We'll see.
Okay, so he likes jokes and coercion.
What? That's a bit excessive. Don't. I'm not You're good. I usually don't give out that...
What?
We'll see. For me, Rainiel's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
Okay, interesting.
Time for fools. I was at Olaf's earlier.
Open the door.
I ran into this Dunmer named
I've entered Raynol's room. I should carefully search the place for anything suspicious.
Reynold Drayless.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Okay. Gelliborn's journal. I discovered a small journal in Raynol's room at the inn. It seems he was part of a group of adventurers who uncovered an artifact of some sort from some alien ruins. They all agreed to stash the artifact in a cave until more research could be done about it. Oh, so Braden was part of this group. I need to find out more about Gelliborn to confirm my suspicions about Raynol. Olaf may be able to help. Okay. Hello.
What can I do for you today?
Gelliborn.
Gelliborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynol told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelliborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynil and his so-called accomplishment.
Okay, Braden Lyrian.
I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder.
Okay, Raynol Jollis.
And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much.
Okay.
Just look for me if you need anything else.
I'm guessing I'm just gonna need to bring this journal to, Carius. Need to speak to Carius? Yep.
Hi there.
So, any new revelations in your, investigation?
Gelliborn.
How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gelliborn was killed by Raynil not too long ago. Gelliborn was a vampire as well, obviously.
I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gelliborn was not a vampire?
I have Gelliborn's journal.
I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynil have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynil from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
In 1 hour, you say? Okay. Wow, he's fast. I don't know where he went now.
Good to see you.
You're the Divine
Master.
Crusader.
You need me?
What? Did he just call Olaf the Divine Crusader?
Annoying
That's
creature.
really odd.
Stop talking.
I'm just gonna wait an hour for Carius to arrive. Oh.
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Raynil was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gelliborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynil doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him.
Okay, sounds good.
Please hurry. Raynal may make a break for the open road at any moment.
Okay. Boreal Stone Cave. Alright.
Hi there.
So we'll take... Actually, I can fast travel there. I just realized, because I have it... Yeah, I'm just going to fast travel there. Why not? Here we are. I've arrived at Boreal Stone Cave. I'm coming for you, Raynal. Hello.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part. I saw you enter Olav's Tap and Tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer.
You will not surrender then?
Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here. But then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom.
This is your last chance.
Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck.
Okay. Let's see, I'm wielding the ebony longsword. I think it's funny how we both have elven armor. He also has an ebony longsword, I just realized. That's funny. Wow, that's pretty easy. I've located Raynal in Boreal Stone Cave. He refused to surrender, choosing instead to attack me. I was forced to kill him to defend myself. I can now recover the artifact mentioned in Geliborn's journal from the chest. I'm going to take his armor and use it to sell it. Take these keys too. Opening the waterlogged chest with all 3 keys, I discovered the artifact to be an amulet. It seems fairly unremarkable, and I'm unsure of its function. I think I should bring it back to Erlene Lyrian and see what she wants me to do with it. Okay. I will do that. Erlene, I am back.
What news do you bring?
Mundane amulet.
Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state.
Did the word die with Braden?
No. He always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered.
Certainly. Here it is.
Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brotherhood. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel.
All right, sweet.
Justice has been done.
Okay. Well, that was a pretty fun quest. Very dialogue heavy, but very fun otherwise. I'm gonna... Oh!
Good day. I'm Tolgan, herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience.
You scared me there. What is this regarding?
Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come.
My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her.
Countess Carvane.
The Countess is in attendance from 8 o'clock in the morning until noon, and then again from 3 o'clock in the afternoon until 8 each day.
That
If you
was
wish to
weird.
seek audience with her, please return at that time. You're also welcome to wait anywhere in the Great Hall. Good day.
Okay then. I guess we'll do that quest next time, but we're gonna stop here for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you liked what you saw, and subscribe if you would like to see more.